Trump, it seems, isn't really getting any stabler. In comments posted online after midnight Eastern on Friday, the ex-president raised a threat of so-called death and destruction, from whatever source, should he be criminally charged. The most actively perceived threat of such a case is in Manhattan, where local District Attorney Alvin Bragg has been looking into hush money provided before the 2016 presidential election in a scheme that was already identified by federal prosecutors in a different context as illegal. Trump, though, could also face charges from the ongoing criminal investigation at the Justice Department into him harboring classified documents after leaving office and potential obstruction by the ex-president himself and maybe members of his team of the corresponding probe. The criminal probe in Georgia from local prosecutor Fani Willis into pro-Trump meddling after the 2020 elections is also continuing. Donald Trump is now saying his indictment could lead to death and destruction, Schiff remarked online Friday. Only days after calling for protests to take our nation back. After January 6, we know exactly what he means, and the consequences. What more will it take for Republicans to stand up to him? Probably a lot, although Schiff's question was obviously more rhetorical, considering as past chairman of the House Intel Panel and a former member of the House committee that investigated the Capitol riot, this is hardly the first time he's sought to confront what's transpiring here. There has been no widespread break with Trump among established Republicans, and despite the buzz around DeSantis, the Florida governor toppling Donald in a primary is more of a credible long shot than anywhere near assured. Trump, still leading in many polls, could very well be the next GOP nominee. And this is what he's saying. Early Friday, Donald ranted, "What kind of person can charge another person, in this case a former president of the United States, who got more votes than any sitting president in history, and leading candidate, by far, for the Republican Party nomination, with a crime, when it is known by all that no crime has been committed, and also known that potential death and destruction in such a false charge could be catastrophic for our country? Why and who would do such a thing? Only a degenerate psychopath that truly hates the USA.